Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Hazel Tarot. I am Stephanie and today's reading is about what your person tells their friends and or family about you. This is meant mostly for people already either in a connection, a solid situationship, something where things are already set in stone, maybe a crush for some of you. We'll figure that out within the reading. We have 4 piles here for you today. Pile 1 we have blue apatite. Pile 2 we have this raw emerald. Pile 3 we have the charoite. And pile 4, we have our favorite lapis lazuli. So take a few deep breaths, take a few moments to think of your person, open up the throat chakra as well as the third eye for some of you. And I'll be ready for your reading whenever you are. Hello there, pile 1. If you chose the blue apatite, then we have your reading here for you about what your person tells their friends and family about you. For some of you, this isn't going to be everybody. I mean, this is a small percentage. If they have kids old enough that they understand stuff, they may even tell their kids something about you. This is coming through in this specific pile. I wasn't intending for that, but that is coming through. But I also had a song stuck for you, and it's from the 80s. So maybe this person was a child of the 80s or something. It's I Ran by Flock of Seagulls. And the lyrics go, I ran so far away, I couldn't get away. But the song begins as like, I never thought I'd meet a girl like you. So I feel like your person, either they rejected your advances and they've never met somebody like you. And the reason they ran, I guess we'll figure that out. It could be due to intimidation. It could be due to nervousness. It could be due to feeling that, you know, let's get into the oracles because I'm getting a lot of stuff coming from this particular pile. I feel like this person, they got some feelings. We're starting with the card we have. I hate how much we've been fighting, so I would rather not talk. So there is something here about you two being at disagreements with each other, or at a disagreement. We also have abandoned, 32. Yeah, that explains a lot. Maybe you feel abandoned by this person because they ran. We also have farmer's market, 9. Remember to distinguish abundance from wholeness. Choose wisely and intentionally. There is something here about choosing the right person, and in this case, maybe the universe chose for you because you kind of, maybe you were stuck on them for a while and you weren't realizing that they weren't that great, or I don't know, something about your energy was just not ready for this person. We have Sun Wheel, 42. Make sure to catch your breath. You are in for an unexpected journey, letting me know that there's good stuff coming here for you. Whether it's with this person or not, we'll find out. We have Sunstone, 40. In the universe of who you are, lives a world yet to be discovered. I feel like this person was preventing your growth. Honestly, I feel like this person was not allowing you to be your true self, or they wouldn't be okay with your true self, especially if you're very spiritual or if you live an unconventional lifestyle. I feel like this person just, again, they were not ready. They've never met anybody like you. And the last card, we have Truth. And I think I'm going to censor this just to be safe. But it's 2 people lying in bed. So you've definitely been intimate with this person in one way, shape, or form. 22, Truth, Aquarius. So they could be an Aquarius. And the truth is here, I feel like this person was very honest with you. So there is something about this having been, maybe the truth is what caused all the fighting. Or the arguments. I'm not really seeing fighting. It's more like an argument or a disagreement. And I feel like they went, like they either wouldn't talk about the disagreement or you would, I feel like it's mostly this person. Maybe they would be the one who avoided conflict. There is some sort of conflict avoidance. But abandoned lets me know that you feel abandoned by this person. Maybe this person feels abandoned by you as well. I think somebody here ran. I want to say it's mostly them. But if it was you, pile 1, I have yet to record pile 2. But if it was you, pile 1, then I feel like they feel abandoned and you ran because you just knew this wasn't it. You were very picky. You didn't want to dim your light for somebody. But regardless, it is a connection that is no more. Because there's a lot of purple in these cards, I do feel that there is something about the third eye. If there were any untruths here, if there was any dishonesty, I feel like your third eye may have been blocked, because when somebody lies to you, they essentially want to warp your intuition so that you're not listening to your gut and instead you're listening to them. Whenever I get people who lie to me, I get like a very strong fizzle in my third eye, especially recently because I've been having to come in contact with so many people. I know when they're lying to me and when they're not, because my third eye will start getting wonky. In some cases it could have cause a headache as well. I've noticed that if you're around somebody and you notice that you get a lot of headaches, that's usually what that means, that either they're trying to deceive you or trying to manipulate the way they think of you. I don't think this person was that bad, but that could have been the case. But the fact that we have truth here lets me know that there was something here about honesty, whether it was spoken or not. If they didn't lie, they just kept the truth from you. And that to me can be seen as a deception. It definitely is a deception. But this is them. I'm going to go ahead and get 2 more cards from the Gods and Goddesses Oracles. You can choose whomever you want here, but I am intending you to be the goddess because I'm putting you in feminine energy, regardless of your gender, because you're the one receiving this reading. And I'm putting them in the God energy because they're going to be in masculine. They're the ones doing the talking. So for my pile 1, and again, you can flip these around if you feel the need to do so, if you're more comfortable with that. We have Isis, protection. Yes, you were being very divinely protected. If this person ran from you, you were protected. If you ran from them, it's to protect yourself. If you both ran away from each other, I think doubly so, you know. But I do feel that in some cases, I'm hearing your third eye might have been compromised, or it could have been like, it felt threatened. That's interesting. But I do feel like you did a lot for this person, because Isis is known for healing Osiris and bringing him back from the dead, collecting all his parts to put him back together. And sometimes people do that in relationships, you know, regardless of gender here. Sometimes we try to put somebody back together and then they leave because, you know, maybe somebody here felt used. We also have Thoth, wisdom. Interestingly, they're both Egyptian gods. So there's definitely something about you and this person. You were very similar. Whether that's because you have a similar background or you are maybe the same sign or sign element in astrology, but there is something about a kindred spirit here. So I do feel that this person was actually very smart. And if I was to take Thoth in a negative way, it could be seen as them trying to manipulate you, because Thoth to me is the magician in the tarot. And when you have the magician reverse, it's somebody who's very manipulative, somebody who's really good at this. So I do feel that they were manipulative. I do feel that maybe they were if there was a lot of arguing, it could have been because you felt that something was off and you were trying to say that something else was true, and they were like, no, this isn't true. I am getting a little bit of a liar. But regardless, I feel like you felt abandoned by this person. There's something a lot about the sun here as well, because in both of these, the sun in Egyptian mythology is very important because, I mean, for the location it is, of course. It's very sun-based. The terrain is very sun-based in the desert. But there's something here about the sun being very important. So I'm wondering if the summertime was important to the both of you, or maybe you spent a lot of time in the sun, like near the beach, or maybe in a desert, not exactly the Sahara. Is that where Egypt is? Oh, I'm feeling dumb now. Wherever this particular desert was, it could be the deserts of Arizona, whatever. But there's something about the sun here, because we also have sunstone, sun wheel. There's something about confidence here. Like, I feel either this person built you up or tore you down, or maybe both. And again, there's that sense of manipulation here, that this person just really knew what they were doing. They knew how to work you. And this is part of the reason that you were protected, because you kind of didn't know what you were up against, or you thought that this person, or even if you were aware of their tendencies to like really know how to work people, you didn't think that it would come back to you. And I think at some point, it started coming back to you, and that's why this person had to be ejected out of your life, essentially. I'm thinking of somebody, like, especially if this person was like a good salesman or something along those lines. They're just really good at like getting people to do things that they want. And I think you got tired of that, because this person, not gonna lie, their energy is a little draining, even as I'm tapping into it. But I feel like you were intimate with this person. It was more than likely, this could be an ex. I really feel like this is an ex, or maybe like a situationship, a one-time fling, or like a friends with benefits, whatever you would like to see them as. I feel like you've been intimate with this person. There's also something here about opposites, because when I think of the sun, I think of Leo. So they could have had a lot of Leo energy, but we also have Aquarius. So I feel like you both were very different, or you were considered opposites. You could have also been an Aquarius. But something about truth, the third eye, and your confidence, the solar plexus, is coming through here. This person made you doubt your intuition for sure. They made you doubt your intuition. And again, this is part of the reason they had to leave. And If this sounds like the situation or your person, we can continue because I'm not getting much about them talking to their friends or family yet, or kids for some of you. But I guess this is just letting me set the background to let you know exactly how this reading is going to go. So let's go ahead and move on to the tarot portion because yeah, this is very interesting. Also, I feel like you were both on like the same wavelength somehow. Again, whenever I have two gods from two very separate decks, because this deck has like all of the gods from several pantheons, not just one. So it's kind of like you two were meant to meet. Whenever I see whenever I see gods of two of the same mythologies come together in these two separate decks, it means that it was a fated connection. So I do feel you were meant to meet them for a reason. So even if you're hurt, even if you feel like this was a waste of time, even if you feel that this person was just no good, I do feel that you learned something about yourself here, even if it was just to trust your own gut. But let's go ahead and do the tarot portion. So we're going to do this in 3 parts. I'm going to get one for how they talk about you, who they're talking to, friends, family. Fourth one is going to be if it will get back to you in some way or any other. And the 5th one is going to be any actions they may take because of this. So for my pile 1, also the fact that they came through very quickly lets me know that this was probably either recent or like they're still very connected to you in some way, or they want to remain connected. So how do they speak of my pile 1? The 5 of Wands, that you two were always arguing, that you two were always at odds, that you couldn't see eye to eye. The 5 of Wands is conflict. So I feel like there were conflicts in your connection, but also Zelus here. And Zelus is one of the, not a god. I want to say he was something lesser, whatever's below a god in Greek mythology. But he was, I consider him the embodiment of jealousy. So there was definitely some jealousy here. I wonder if this person was either jealous that you were always around certain people, or you were jealous of them being around certain people, or even of your own successes here. Jealousy is at play in this connection. This person was either jealous of you or of the people around you. How do they talk to their friends? I'm seeing friends about you. 5 of Coins and Page of Swords. So they're playing the victim card. Something about they're not saying everything. With the Page of Swords, they're not saying everything. They're leaving out key information. They're leaving out parts, and they're playing the victim with the 5 of Coins. Another way to see it is that the abandonment card, because when you see the 5 of Coins, it's a feeling of lack. So again, like maybe you abandoned them or they abandoned you. They could be switching the roles of who abandoned who, because I'm not getting that very clearly. Of course, they could also be saying, oh, we both, left on it was mutual, we both left on the same. But honestly, somebody here left somebody, because I'm trying to figure it out, and I know it's there, because like I feel it. But the information coming through from this person, it's not what's truth. It's that Page of Swords energy. They're not saying everything to their friends. They could just be this way, because I feel like, and let's be honest, a lot of us don't expose every part of our relationships to our friends or family. I know the secrecy there is there for sacred reasons when connections, but they're not telling their friends everything. And if you have friends in common, I feel like you will find this out. Let's see what they're telling their family. I'll let you know this person talks a lot. They talk a lot, but it's not all truth, so it's interesting. We have, 9 of Wands. Yeah. So their family is kind of defending you. Whatever it is that they're saying about you, it's like their family defends you for some reason. I think their family really liked you. And especially if their family knows about their tactics or knows how this person is. Because the 9 of Wands is putting like up a defense. So it's like when they try to tell them about you, they keep finding like nothing but positive things about you. So somebody's mom here or somebody's sister could really like you. Like there's a female figure in their family who really liked you. Because I think they saw something about you that they just liked, whatever it was. Maybe it was the no nonsense. Maybe it's the fact that you kind of, maybe you tamed this person. Maybe you put them in their place. Maybe it was your intuition. If they knew about your spirituality, maybe they really liked that. Or there was just something that proved that you were an honest person. So I feel like they themselves are catching on to something here, especially if they have a mom who's intuitive as well. Let's see if you will hear about any of this. I guess aside from this reading, I don't think any of you came here with the intention of having to read about an ex, but this really does feel like an ex. So will you hear about this? So we have Six of Wands, which is victory, reverse. It's like you don't care. Like you're doing good. You do not care. Even if you hear about it, you're going to handle it well. And it's odd because I don't typically read the Six of Wands reverse like that. Usually it means like a stifled victory. So I don't feel you will hear about it. And even if you do, it's like you've suffered enough. You don't really care. Like you don't care. If you do, you don't care because you've suffered enough. It's like I've done my time. I've wasted my time on you, so I'm not gonna care what you tell anybody. And that's good on you, pile one. I think even listening to this, you're just listening to confirm some BS or to let you know that yes, you were fine in leaving them. You were divinely protected, and you deserve so much better than this person. You really do. Even if at one point it was what you needed, even if at one point it helped you out, you deserve better than this. There was like a time limit on this connection. Also, I do get the feeling that they might be like stalking your socials because the Page of Swords guy is very shadowy. Let's get one last card for will they do, and if they do anything, will they do anything about this? Nine of Cups. So I do see them wanting to get back together because honestly, you're one of the better things that has happened to them. I do see them wanting like at least a friendship. It did want to come out reversed, letting me know that it probably won't happen. I think you're trying to actively not like manifest this not happening. I think you're actively preventing them from coming through into your life. And good on you, pile one. This is just confirmation from the universe that you're doing well, that you are clearly moving on, though there still might be something here if you're getting a reading about them, of course. I don't think it was intentional for the majority of you. I don't think it was intentional. King of Coins, back of the deck, Hyperion. Two things. One, I feel like this person was a sense of stability at one point in your life, hence why they played such a big role and why you still might be getting messages from them or why you still might think of them from time to time. And two, there is somebody coming through who is going to be, well, no, let me not put it that way. You're going to be your own sense of stability now. And the person who's going to come after this, they will only amplify, like they're going to allow you to be your own source of stability. Knight of Coins, yeah. Yeah, the next person coming through, they're going to help you out. If you want a next person, I think some of you might be taking a break from dating because of this person. I really do feel that they played a number on you. I am going to clarify these just to see anything else that is... I'm going to tap into something you need to know about these particular situations. Just because I do see them still looking out for you. Like, they're still, like, curious about you. Because both of these cards, the guys are, like, trying to look but pretend they're not looking. And all the women are looking very either away or directly. Like, there's no sneaky glances here. Even this one, she's like, how you hurt me. Like, you hurt me pretty bad. I think you suffered pretty badly because of this person. And maybe their family even saw some of this. Okay, let's clarify these. Let's clarify what they are saying. Temperance. That you guys try to work it out. Whether that was true or not, I'm not sure. But they're saying that you guys try to work it out. This is also Sagittarius energy, by the way. And usually Sagittarius is very honest. But like if they are Sagittarius, I guess not so. Or this could be one of these people because... Sagittarius can be honest, but sometimes they use that honesty like in a vicious way. Not all Sagittarius, of course. I'm saying that I'm talking about like the lower aspects of the sign because I personally seen this. I grew up with a lot of Sagittarius energy. So even when they say the truth, they kind of use it as ammunition for something else. So if they do say a truth about you, or if they finally come clean about something, it's to get something nasty out. So yeah, like they'll be honest about your worst traits, but they won't be honest about their worst traits. Because it did want to come out reversed. I guess I should leave it reversed. I'm always odd about reversals. I don't know if you guys care. Let me know in the comments if you care about reversals. I typically don't read them like that because I channel intuitively what I need to hear about that card. But for those of you who are more visual, just let me know. So let's go ahead and clarify what they tell their friends. Ooh, 10 of Cups. I think their friends thought that you guys would last because there's something here about they thought this would be it and it wasn't. Maybe they saw you really happy, or maybe you guys acted very happy, or maybe they just thought you guys complemented each other very well. Particularly, I'm hearing like the older people that are, I guess maybe they're friends with people that are older than them, thought that this would last. And they're kind of disappointed, honestly. They're disappointed that it didn't work out. But I guess they didn't see what was going on behind the scenes because, like I said, this person isn't telling everything that went on. They're not being completely omitting important parts. And I get it. It's not everybody's business to know what went on in a relationship. But it feels a little bit like like this person's calculating. Let's see what their family has to say. 4 of Globes, that they should have held on to you. They're like, you should have locked it down. You should have kept it. Oh, this family really liked you, pile 1. Okay, what, if it gets back to you, will you hear of it? And what happens if it gets back to you? 3 of Cups, you're like, I'm good. I think you'll hear of it from like mutual friends if you have any. I don't feel that you do. But, if you do, it's from mutual friends, and honestly, I don't see you caring. I don't see you giving a flying fig about this. And then any actions that they will take, other than wishing for you back. We have Queen of Cups reversed. If it doesn't work out with somebody else, because I feel like they've either moved on or they will move on, or they might choose somebody similar to you. They might come back to you. Like, they might reach out. They might. I'm saying might because I feel like this is somebody you've blocked. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, there's something about money here as well. So maybe you only contacted each other whenever your finances are involved. If you have like, for example, if you had an apartment or a house together, or for some of you, children, if you have children together, that wasn't coming through as strongly. But I guess that would make sense for the family wanting to defend you if you have their kids. But there's something here about what's underneath this. Yeah, so they'll only contact you if it's for something practical, or if they owe you money. I guess that could be child support. Yeah, that's the only time they'll contact you. But as far as making any progress towards you, no. I feel like you yourself have blocked this because these are both really great cards, but they're reversed, letting me know that it could have come to you, but you were like, nope, return to sender. So good on you, pile 1. I'm very proud of you. And I feel like maybe you needed to hear this, that the universe is proud of you for sending away somebody that you knew was very toxic, somebody that you knew was not great for you. Even if on the surface it was great and on the behind the scenes it wasn't. Because there's just traits here that let me know this person is just not honest. Was there love here? Yeah, definitely. I mean, they see you as the Queen of Cups. They see you as the 9 of Cups. So you were a wish fulfillment at some point. Even the 6 of Wands lets me know that you're really good at like accomplishing things for the both of you. I feel like this person gained a lot by being with you. Maybe you guys sold a house and made a huge profit off of it. And you did a lot of the, or at least half of the work. Or maybe, again, children. Maybe they had kids with you and they're great kids. And like they accomplished a lot with you, but there was something about this that wasn't working. This could be a divorce, honestly. But let's go ahead and move on to some closing messages, including more channeled messages from them. If you want to hear from them, if you want to cut it off here, I understand. But yeah, this is your person. So for my pile 1, we're gonna get where's my channel messages cards? For my pile 1, things that they need to hear, should they want to hear anything from this person. I'm hiding a secret from you, positive. So if they do reach out, like I said, I think it's going to be only for good things. Maybe you manifested this as well. Maybe you put that out in the universe that they will only contact you if they're like bringing you something good. Whether that, again, that's the money they may owe you, or maybe good news of something. If you have kids together, things about your kids. We have, I hate how much we've been fighting, so I would rather not talk. We got that card again. I feel like this is a person that whenever, if you try to maintain something civil with them, I feel like it always escalated into a fight somehow, or a disagreement, or something negative. Like you just couldn't help but bring that out in each other. And I don't know who instigated it, but I know whoever, I feel like this person was really good at baiting you. Like they would bait you into certain things. Like they would say one little thing or say something really nasty, and it's like you would react to it because it was hurtful, and they knew how to play you. That's not going to be for everybody, of course, but I do feel that that was the case. Or maybe in some cases it would even be you. And I don't think you would go out of your way to say this, but you would say something positive or try to be, you know, good. And then this person would just overreact to something you said. I'm getting the energy of somebody. Or even if you would try to bring up certain issues, like real issues that were hard to talk about, somebody here would either shut down completely, or they would, again, react in a negative way. We are soulmates. Yeah, you were meant to meet this person regardless of whether it was good or bad, to create something. I feel like if you're honest with yourself, pile one, or maybe you already do acknowledge this, that you gained great things from this connection, but this connection was not meant to last. We have, I find you so beautiful. Yeah, this person does find you beautiful. Like, they like your physical looks. I don't think they love you, though. I just think they find you beautiful and you're a great person. But this person doesn't really even love themselves, if I'll be honest. I have trust issues. Yeah, they don't love themselves and they have trust issues. They also gave you trust issues for sure, pile one. I was feeling that because whenever you have the third eye and the solar plexus blocked like that, it means that this person was messing with your intuition. Maybe they knew you were intuitive. They were messing with your gut feeling and your third eye. I think subconsciously they knew to go after that. They weren't aware of this, but they knew to go after that on that subconscious level. Back of the deck, darling, you are perfect. Yeah, they're aware you're perfect, and that's, I think, where the jealousy came from. Like they wish you weren't, so that they could keep you locked in. Like this would be somebody who goes after people who aren't as attractive as them. Well, no, that's not. Let me not put it that, because that's implying that you're not attractive. You are. But they usually, like their usual type is somebody who has like a disadvantage against them. It either in looks, in financial status, like they need to have a little bit of control in their relationship, so they go after somebody below them. But I feel like in this case, maybe you're the one who came after them because they see you as like not worthy of them. Like they couldn't have anything over you. And that bothered them. That bothered them because it's like they had no control. So instead they resulted to this, to the lying and the manipulation. But I feel like they did it gradually because you caught them in early on, but the longer you were with them, the more susceptible you became to it because you got a little bit lazy about keeping an eye out. You were like, oh, well, they wouldn't lie to me. And then they did. It's very interesting. And I feel like this is something you might want to work on, especially if you see a therapist or if you do shadow work, whatever it is that you do, pile one. I feel like this is why you were brought here to this reading, to let you know exactly what you still have to heal from this person. I think you're healed from this person, but the things that they did to you are impacting you. And I don't think this even has to be like an overly negative connection. I just think it's just, it's honestly the communication and the energy, if any, that they were sending at you. Because they do find you beautiful, and at one point you were everything they wanted, but they weren't looking for perfection because they themselves do not want to strive for perfection. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here because the rest of these cards are going to be for like more loving connections. But thank you so much for letting me read for you, pile one. I am sending you so much love, so much love. Even your person, they need love because they clearly don't love themselves. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile two. If you chose this raw emerald, then we have your reading here for you about what your person tells their friends and family about you. So, man, I don't want to feed any delusions here, but I am hearing Ed Sheeran's Perfect, which is like an iconic wedding song by this point. I'm not sure why I'm hearing it. Maybe you guys are engaged or were engaged. Let's look at the oracles first, just so I can get a glimpse of who this person is. But there's something about commitment here, and of course, finding you perfect. We have, I'm immature and selfish. All I ever see is myself. Okay, we have daisies, 8. There is a whisper of a glimpse of opportunities to fill your life with joy. We have, I need to censor this. But it's two people nude and like looking at each other. Discovery, this is Leo energy, number 10. Oh, I see. And then we have 2 cards. You got 2 of the Sacred Feminine Oracle. We have Warrior and Empowered. I'll tell you this person knows that you're independent, that you don't need anybody, that you are good on your own. I feel like this person could have been, I'm hearing they're the first person you are the first person they ever considered either committing to, getting married to, or that they fell in love with. And I know that might be hard to hear. I guess this will give you an indication of who this person is. The fact that I'm having a hard time saying this out loud lets me know that maybe they never said this to you, but you may have felt it. Or if they did tell you, maybe they didn't, because there's something about a lack of maturity or a sense of selfishness with this person. But with the whisper of a glimpse of opportunities to fill your life with joy, they saw you as that. They saw you as like a whisper of joy, a glimpse of something better. Because discovery lets me know that they experienced something new with you that they haven't experienced with anybody before. I feel like this person, you could have been the first person they loved. You could have been the first person they fell in love with. Maybe the first person you got intimate with. I mean, it all depends. But there's something here about you and this person. They saw you as everything with Empowered and Warrior, but they also saw that you were, I do feel they thought you were too good for them. I don't know if you're with this person or not. I do feel that it could be an ex. It could be, and by the way, pile 2, if you're new to my channel, I never go out of my way to channel X energy. I never do. It comes to me. But this person, if you're still with them, there's a sense that they don't deserve you. I'm getting that very strongly. They have strong insecurities. They absolutely love you. I do feel that very strongly. But there's a lot they don't say. I think they don't know how or if they should, especially depending on the nature of this connection. I get the feeling that this person is like either you're new to them or you're new in this connection, or they fell very quickly, or it was meant to be something casual. Like you had both agreed that it wouldn't be anything serious, and then somebody here fell really hard. It's mostly them. It could be you. I think part of it could be you, pile 2, but this is very interesting. We have 3 and 9 and 8 and 10. There's like something about a completion here. But let me go ahead and get the rest of your cards. I'm using the Gods and Goddesses Oracle decks. They're 2 separate decks. So I'm going to use the God card to be them and then the Goddess card to be you, because I tend to put my readers in feminine energy regardless of gender. But if you want to switch it around, you can, of course. But this person really either saw or is seeing a future with you. Because, I mean, just look at the way he lovingly looks at her face. So, for my pile 2, we have Aries, War. This person is very assertive. They have a lot of fire energy, a dominant energy. I don't necessarily take this to mean that they are argumentative, but there's something about their energy that just, like, I feel like they just have a very powerful aura. They could be, like, somebody who hits the gym a lot. I don't want to say they get angry a lot, but they could just be an Aries. I'm also getting that. Like I said, fire energy is coming through, especially with Leo right there and Warrior. Maybe you both do a lot of like sports together or something to that extent. Let's also get the card for you. We have Bast, play. Oh, this is cute. Yeah. I feel like you both really enjoy each other. Something very physical here. This could be a connection where it was meant to stay physical. But then somebody here caught feelings, but because they're immature and selfish, they don't want to admit to those feelings. I feel like what feelings they developed for you is kind of what is letting them know exactly where their maturity level is or where their selfishness is. Because I don't see you bothered by this. It's like, yeah, whatever. But I feel like this started as like something casual, friends with benefits, a situationship, what have you. But they just really like this energy. Like they really like you. I feel like they learn to respect you. There's a lot of respect here. especially if this is like a same-sex kind of connection. I do feel that rather strongly, but it doesn't have to be, of course. Regardless, this person sees you as an equal. If it is a heteronormative relationship, again, they see you as an equal because where they're like full of energy, you match them. You match them in a playful way that they don't see threatening. And they like that. Bast is the goddess of cats. Aries is the god of war. Why am I seeing The Lion King? Specifically the one with Beyonce in it, where Beyonce voices Nala. And she's like, lions attack. Like, that's very cute. Yeah, they see you like, that would make sense. They would see you as Beyonce, especially in her video, Who Run the World. I think they like if you're a woman, they like an empowered woman. If you're a man, same thing, they like your empowerment. There's something here about really loving each other's energies, and that's why I believe it started out physical. But with discovery, well, we discovered something here. The whisper of a glimpse of opportunities to fill your life with joy. And that's why I'm hearing Ed Sheeran's Perfect, because this person finds you absolutely perfect. Pile 2, this is very cute. And we also have Emerald, which is a card, sorry, not card, this is the crystal of the heart chakra, heart-centered love. And I wanted to mostly use blue stones for my reading today, but I didn't have any, so I chose Emerald instead because it was bluish in color. So there's something here about them not being able to fully express what's in their heart. That's coming through very strongly. That is all I'm getting from them. I feel like either this connection is, again, very new, or it wasn't meant to be as deep as it is becoming, at least for them. Maybe for you too as well, pile 2. But I'm not getting that as strongly from you. From you, I'm getting somebody who's just having a good time. And from them, I'm getting somebody who was not expecting everything that you are. But let's go ahead and tap into the tarot, because I'm very curious to see who this person is and what's going on with them. I think you are too. I think that's why you're here. I think if you have a feeling that they're developing stronger feelings for you, you are at the right place. Or if you didn't know and you kind of like, I don't know, maybe you do know, maybe you don't. I feel like a lot of you just think that this person is talking a lot to their friends about you because, again, it's physical. So you're wondering if they're like a kiss and tell kind of person. Like, are they telling, you know, the boys or the girls, like all the juicy details here. But the first card is going to be how they talk about you. Second is going to be their friends. Third is going to be family. Fourth is going to be if you'll hear about it. And fifth is going to be any actions they may take because of this. So for my pile 2. Okay, how do they speak about my beautiful, lovely pile 2? Oh, the High Priestess. Oh my God. This is Persephone. Guys, if you were to put them in like Hades energy, then you're the Persephone, like the unexpected person that they fell for. Depending on how you want to take that myth, of course. I like to take a newer version of it where it was agreeable. But they also see you as very intuitive. They like that intuitive spiritual side of you, if you have that, and most of you will because you're here at a tarot reading. I feel like they love the softness that you bring, that playfulness, because I do consider Persephone to be rather playful because she is a goddess of spring, but then she ends up being goddess of the underworld as well. So it's kind of like they could see you in their plans. They really do. They're enamored by you. They talk so nicely of you. Let's see what they're telling their friends. If this isn't casual, and if it's a regular relationship, again, I don't think they expect it to fall for you. There's something here about finding out something. Okay, we have 5 of Swords, Eris. They don't tell their friends anything because they don't want them to find out how good you are. Because she's got the golden apple. Eris is the goddess who started the Trojan War. They feel that if they say anything about how good you are, or if they tell their friends that they're going to win you over. Like you're going to become the golden apple that they fight over, or however that goes. They downplay it. The 5 of Swords is it's a win, but you feel like you didn't win, or a loss on both sides. It's like they don't tell their friends. They don't want them coming after you. I don't know what kind of friends this person has, but maybe in the past, like a friend of theirs may have taken one of their partners, so they don't really express this to the friend circle, if that makes sense. All right, let's get family here. I'm hearing for some of you, they haven't told their family. Maybe they have a strained relationship with their family. Ace of Wands, Hephaestus, yeah. This means that they would have to muster up the courage to tell their family, because the Ace is the beginning. They would have to... Their family makes them feel insecure somehow. Hephaestus, I see sometimes as a rejected son, because he's only the son of Hera and Zeus didn't like him. So yeah, especially if this person is a man, I feel like they feel rejected by their family. So they don't really have a connection with their family. But if you, for example, if you were to take this to the altar, if you were to marry or make it even more, if this connection was to get deeper than it is now, they would have to start talking to their family, or they would have to start talking about you to them. I guess for like holidays and whatever. So Ace of Wands is something new here. Like they would have to start talking to their family. That's very interesting. Okay, let's see if you will hear about this. 6 of Coins. They're debating on it. They need it to be more solid. I think they need more... I think both of you do. You might. But they're going to take their time. 6 of Coins is reciprocity, but it's physical reciprocity. I feel like if you do feel it, it's physically. Like they may go out of their way to show you physically that they're into you. Their love language could be something like physical touch or gifts, gift giving. So if you hear about it, it's going to present itself. It's going to be more physical before it's verbal. If you're somebody who's intuitive, you may have already picked up on this, but the way they're going to express it to you is going to be physical. And then any actions that they will take. I got 2. Temperance and the Hanged Man. 2 cards about fluctuation. So right now, they don't know what they're going to do about it, because the Hanged Man is a surrender, but then Temperance is like trying to literally temper it back. So they're... And the fact that these are both major arcana, like they're really considering this. They might tell you or they might scale it back. I feel like they work up the courage to tell you, and then they're like, no, let me not ruin this. Back of the deck, the Magician. Wow. I'll tell you this. They're going to try and keep it the way it is right now for as long as they can. They're not great at expressing their emotions verbally. Mostly verbally, because remember, I had a hard time expressing that in the oracles. Whenever I can't get something out, that's something in the throat chakra that this person has a hard time expressing. They weren't expecting you to be the way you are. And that bothers them. They haven't told anybody anything about you, essentially. All they know is what they feel. All they know is what they feel. If they tell their friends anything, they downplay it. If they haven't told their family much, if anything, they haven't told you because they don't know whether they want to. And maybe they have a hard time admitting this to themselves. I think there's like a few maybe coworkers or strangers that they do tell about you, or maybe like on social media. If like this person would only tell people if they knew that no one would find out about this. There's something about secrecy, especially with Persephone here, because whenever I think of the underworld, I think of secrecy. Let's go ahead and clarify these with the Mini Empyrean. So to clarify how they speak of you to others, the Moon. Yeah, secrets. They don't tell everybody. This is the secrecy. What was I saying, pile 2? Let's see how also, it's the subconscious. They may not even admit this to themselves. Let's see what they tell their friends. Ace of Daggers. I feel like when you guys first met, or when you first started getting it together, they spoke about you a lot. Or like there was something about the way they spoke about you, and that's why their friends are interested. But then as soon as the emotions came in, as soon as the feelings got deeper, they stopped. Because they were like, I have a good one here. I don't want anyone to find out about this. I have a good one here, and I don't want anyone to know how amazing my pile 2 is. I feel like this person has had somebody stolen from them before, like a partner or something. And that happened. It's kind of like you don't want people to find out how good you are because you're kind of a sleeper. Like people sleep on you. They don't realize how amazing you are, and they want to keep you all to themselves, because Hades does do that with Persephone. He wants to keep her all to himself down in the underworld, but she does have to come out. Maybe your person's like this with you too, pile 2. Their family, seeker of wands. Yeah, they would have to... It's a whole thing with their family, essentially. I feel like you may understand that. If you know this person and you know about their family, you may understand. They don't introduce just anybody because I think their family knows that this person, maybe they used to be, or they still, well, maybe not still. There's player energy here. I'm not going to lie. There's a little bit of player. That's not going to be for everybody, of course. That, or this person isn't in relationships a lot. So when people in their family catch wind that there was somebody, it becomes a big deal. Like everybody talks about it. So they know better than to talk. This person, let me tell you this, they're strategic. They're strategic as hell. And that's why I think that this person has never really been in love, because they don't know how to handle this. Okay, let's see if you will hear about this, because it's still on the fence. The 6 of coins could be a yes or a no. 8 of globes. They're going to give it time before they decide. Like, they're going to give it a little bit more time. And then what actions will they... Oh, another way I'm reading this. You kind of want to see more proof. Because the 8 of Pentacles is reward. So you need a little bit more proof. Not physical, though I feel like that's all you're getting is physical. I think you want proof of like another kind. Mostly verbal. They're ringing in my left ear. Yeah, you want verbal proof. You need to hear it. And I don't think this person is good at verbalizing anything. Let's clarify any actions they may take towards you, if any. Oh my god. The Queen of... Oh, this is the Queen of Swords. And you know why I like this? This is them trying to approach this logically, the feelings that they have. So they're going to come to you with logic as to why they feel the feelings that they feel for you. They're going to come through and be like, I think we're a great couple. I think this works out. I think we should commit. But they're not going to say anything like... This person needs to tap into their emotions. There are no cups here. Back of the deck. Conqueror of Wands. It was meant to be just... This is the Knight of Wands. This is meant... The only emotions we have here are the Moon and the High Priestess, and this is on how they speak of you, or how they would speak of you if they spoke to anybody, and I don't think they really do. These are both moon-based cards. This is the subconscious. You bring out a softness in this person that they're not used to. The Magician is also Mercury. That's the communication. Again, they're careful about how they talk about you, because I feel like they've had like rather either tumultuous relationships before, or like a relationship that got out of hand. They're not used to it. Maybe you're their first relationship. Maybe this is why they're having a hard time handling this. Like I said, you're their first something. But this was just meant to be physical, and it ended up being more, and they were not expecting this, and they don't know what to do with themselves, pile 2. You got this person all worked up. They don't know what to do about it, so instead they're just going to play it cool and keep doing the things you guys do. Pile 2. Look at what you did. Look at what you did to your person. Look at what you did to them. Oh my gosh. It's kind of cute. But I can also tell that you're kind of, if this is your first time finding out about this, you're kind of annoyed because you want to know what's going on. I see this staying physical. I see you needing proof. I see them, if they do approach you, it will take a while, and they're going to approach it very logically. They may come up with something like, I think we make a good pair. Let's stay together longer. Let's see each other exclusively, or we should move in together, you know, just to save on money. They're going to come up with something logical here. But the emotions, even the emotions, if they do come through, it's like, well, it makes sense that I fell for you, you know, because X, Y. It's very clinical, the way they're going to explain this. But if they do explain it, I still see them going back and forth on it. What's underneath the Conqueror of Wands? Because look, yeah, there you go, Ace of Cups. But it's reversed. They don't know how to deal with their emotions. This person is very physically based. Underneath that, the Hermit. Maybe they've been alone for a long time. King of Wands. Ooh, you light them up. You light them up. I think you're the first connection they've been in a long time, which would make sense. Or like, the Hermit energy also makes me think that this person just didn't tap into their emotions in previous connections, and here they're being forced to. I'm not gonna lie, pile 2. This sounds like something out of a fanfic that I would love to read. But let's get some messages from your person's higher self. Let's get to the stuff that they wish they could tell you but probably aren't telling you. Or any reasons that they can't come through, if there are any. Because maybe it's for practical reasons. Maybe they don't want to fall in love. Or you can't because, practical reasons. This person does communicate a lot, and that's what makes it odd that they suddenly go silent. I think their friends and or family will notice it. Mostly their friends. I feel like they do have a lot of friends. They'll notice that they haven't spoken a lot about you, so they're wondering what's up. Especially if they usually brag about, the people they are with. Especially if this is like a situationship, they usually are used to being in those, and man, you are forming the players here, pile 2. Let's get your cards. These are channeled messages from your person's higher self. I know that I messed up, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make things right. I'm not sure if they messed up with you. Again, it's that selfish energy coming through. It's that immaturity coming through. They feel like if they have messed up, they want to make things right. Maybe that's what needs to happen. They need to mess up and you're going to see them apologize and that's going to change your mind about them. I'm not sure whether that's going to happen. Not sure if you're going to give them that chance, but there's something here about them like almost self-sabotaging this. We also have winter. Winter's going to be an important time for you. Maybe somebody here was also born in winter. Which will make it an important time. Whenever we come to the time of our birthday, it's our solar return, so we feel very confident. Maybe that's what they need to get the boost to tell you what they need to tell you. Let's get another card. I'm hearing Taylor Swift. Look, I'm hearing all of these like pop songs that I don't typically like or listen to. I'm hearing Taylor Swift's December. I go back to December all the time. What is that song about? I've heard it because I used to play at my old job. I don't know, but something about this. Go listen to that. If you know that song, I don't know. If a lyric from that song is coming up as I'm saying this, put it in the comments below for my Swifties out there. I'm lying. I'm not over my ex. So maybe especially if they're still friends with their ex. But again, if they're not over their ex, it's because they have a trauma that they feel will play out in this connection that happened with their ex. Yeah, they have healing to do about an ex, and maybe that's what they need. For some of you, they will still be in contact with this person, maybe for practical reasons, like a baby mama, baby daddy situation. For some of you, they're not over a trauma that happened in a previous connection with this ex. Again, I feel like somebody stole their ex away, like a friend or somebody they knew, and they're afraid that that's going to happen here. Let's get another card. You can see right through me and I hate it. Yeah, you see right through them, and it's part of the reason that I think they don't want to take it to the next level. But at the same time, yeah, let's get another card. I love how the sun glimmers on your skin. See how, like, it almost feels like they want to say I love you, but instead they'll be like, oh, I love that dress on you. Oh, I love your hair. This person they think they're being slick. I'm not going to lie, pile 2. This person kind of cracks me up. But at the same time, they need to get their stuff together because I think it could be cute. If you're into them, I think it could be cute. One last card, because this person, bless them, they can't communicate for anything. I've been asking around about you. So they may not tell their friends anything, but they do ask them what they think of you. Back of the deck. I think of us growing old together, and they don't understand that's what love is sometimes, is thinking about you and them growing old together. Of course, they could also just be like wondering if your goals, your life goals and purposes align here, because that could be important to them. This person is very, very practical. I am getting my financial situation together. I feel like, yeah, this is growing up. This is the lack of maturity. They're just trying to get their stuff together. Something important is going to happen in winter. Yeah, you are their sun to their winter. Persephone to Hades. I'm sorry I couldn't get more out of this pile too. I really wish I could have told you something else, unless there was already a revelation made here. I am going to get cards from the Forest Friends deck, because I haven't used this in a minute. And this is going to be for you and or your person. On my pile 2s. All right, we have an owl. Brown owl, clarity. Trust yourself to navigate the darkness and see what others cannot. Yeah, I feel like you will feel this intuitively before anything, but you're going to want verbal confirmation. You're only going to see it physically if you can even acknowledge it and notice it physically. I feel like some of you need either verbal or emotional confirmation. Maybe you've already had confirmation in a way, but it's not enough. And this person doesn't feel like they can really come through yet. They have stuff going on. Oh, we also have a wolf, girl and her wolf. Follow your dreams. If you have a dream, don't be afraid to follow it. Believe you can do something is half the battle. I'm hearing you should go ahead and go on with your life goals and whatever you want. Don't wait for this person, because I think they might need to lose you to figure out that they want you. They might need to lose you to figure out that they want you. And then, not the girl choosing the bear. Bear embrace, comfort. Bear hugs are the best kinds of hugs. Hug a loved one today. I do see that they love the physical intimacy, the physical touch between you two. I do feel like you guys have been physically intimate. And that's all it may be for now. And that's all it may be if they don't get their act together and tell you something. If you even want this pile too. But this is where I leave you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you and your person. I am sending the both of you so much love. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose this beautiful charoite stone, then we have your reading here for you about what your person tells their friends and family about you. How do they speak about you? What are they telling them? And anything else that is coming through. I don't know why I am thinking of like Day of the Dead right now. Like there's something very, I don't know if some of you communicate with like your past loved ones, or if that's like a big thing, or maybe this is something you and your person do, or this is how you met. There's something about this energy that is, it feels like Day of the Dead, even though it's not. I'm not sure why, but I guess maybe somebody's ancestors are trying to come through and let you know a little bit about what's going on between you and your person, like what they're telling them. Maybe, especially if this person has like Mexican ancestry, or if they themselves practice Day of the Dead kind of rituals, maybe they've told their ancestors about you. I do see that sometimes people do communicate with their own past like loved ones. So maybe they're telling a past loved one about you. And that really has not come through. I was never expecting that in this reading. So yeah, I feel like your person, well, let's get into the oracles. Let me not get ahead of myself here. The oracles are going to give us an indication of who your person is and what kind of relationship you may have with them. And then the tarot will tell us exactly what they are saying. So let's start with the card you chose. I'm going to reach out to you soon. I think this person is the kind of person that if they tell anybody anything, they'll tell you because they don't want to keep secrets from you. Wand making, 43. With a flick of focus, you will come to see a vision realized. Very magical energy between the both of you. Very magical energy. I do feel like the both of you have a lot of respect for the spiritual, maybe even for religions. It wouldn't surprise me if you have like an altar dedicated somewhere in your home, if you share a home, to this. We also have choice. I have to censor this. But there's choice here, number 6, and that's the Gemini glyph. And psychic. Yeah, this is my spiritual pile. Oddly enough, I feel like you two as a couple, because I do feel that you're together, or you could be together. Like there's something solidified here. But there's something about the both of you being very spiritual and even psychic with each other. I think I'm going to reach out to you soon could also indicate that you both have like a psychic connection, or it borders on the psychic. Something along those lines, which is probably part of the reason they tell you everything, because they know you'll see through them and that you'll find out anything that they say. With choice, I do feel that you both choose each other. You both choose each other quite regularly. Actually, is her bum still there? Okay. You both choose each other. And it's odd. Like, I'm only feeling feelings, and I'm feeling like a vibe and an energy, but I'm not getting words. And I think this is how you and your person communicate. Like, you don't really have to speak much to each other. You just look at each other and you just, do physical things, and it wouldn't surprise me if this was a connection where you both don't really speak each other's languages. I've seen that happen. It's rare, but it works, because the energy that you speak is the language you speak. The things you do for each other is what goes on here. And it's very interesting, but it's also very beautiful. So I feel like if this person goes to their family, it's because they want to tell somebody all the amazing things about you and just how amazing this connection is. Um, there is something here about people not understanding, though, as well with wand making. I'm thinking of like the Ace of Wands, where you both take on very important endeavors, like you start creative projects together, or again, this could just be a very physical kind of connection where you communicate physically. It wouldn't surprise me if one of the both of you were used ASL, American Sign Language, or any kind of sign language, though that kind of makes me wonder if like the captions on my readings are good. But regardless, there's a feeling here that you both have a magical quality about you. There's something about this connection being not just 3D but 5D as well, and maybe you both communicate with spirits and you've like spoken to each other's spirits. Beautiful energy. I'm gonna go ahead and get the gods and goddess cards. The goddess card is meant to represent you, but if you want to be the god card, you can. I'm just putting you in feminine energy, pile 3, because when we come to these readings, a lot of us are in receptive energy. And then the God card will represent your person. But like I said, you can switch these around if you want. We have Ixchel, release. And you know, it's funny, I was talking about Day of the Dead. Ixchel is an Aztec goddess, so she is of that region, but she's also a medicine woman. There's definitely a healing quality here. With release, it's interesting because we have choice and release. I wonder if one or the both of you had to recently make a very important decision about something, about letting something go, or maybe letting somebody go. That will resonate very differently for everybody, but take that as take it as it suits you. And then the God card that is coming through for my pile 3. We have Apollo, inquiry. What's interesting is I'm pretty sure, is it Apollo or is it Mercury? Apollo or Hermes, sorry. One of them is the god of medicine. Maybe you both work in medical fields, or you're both healers. You are both healers in your own way. Actually, let me go ahead and read for Apollo here, because I feel like I'm being told to take him in a different way than I usually do. Because yes, we have inquiry where you both there's questions and release. Yeah, so Apollo is a healer and the god of music. He created magical songs that could heal illness when sung by humans. Maybe you both make music together, and that's why you don't really talk. Like you just play your music or you play your instruments. And it was interesting because I was hearing like a guitar song at the beginning of this reading. There is a name for it, but you can't describe what it sounds like. But it's basically like acoustic guitar, and it was very lulling. It was very beautiful. So I wonder if somebody here plays music, but there is something here about both of you being healers in your own ways. One of you heals with sound, one of you heals with words, and the other one heals in the more traditional way, whatever traditional means to you, whether it's like holistic healings or herbal healings, or maybe even just like, again, maybe somebody here is a doctor or a nurse or something, but you are both healers. And this is why your connection is just so different from everybody, like so different. And I think a lot of people don't understand it. You two may even be very different from each other. Like people wouldn't suspect that the both of you are together, but you are. And once people see you interact and how you are, it makes sense, but on the surface, it doesn't. So, take that as it resonates, of course, but there is something here about a choice having been made, and I feel like that's going to be the main discussion of this particular reading, and maybe that's why they're going to reach out to you soon. They could be deciding to move closer to you, or they could decide to take this to the next step, whatever that next step is. But this connection is so important and so loving. And I'm wondering if the ancestors coming through here are just saying that yes, they're approving of this. Because there's something very sacred and, like I said, very, very spiritual about this connection. Like I've never felt this kind of energy about two people being together, pile 3. Like I said, it feels like how it feels like whenever I'm channeling like deceased loved ones, or whenever I'm channeling like my Day of the Dead reading, or readings, because I do several of them. it feels sacred. There must be something sacred about this connection. So if this sounds like you and your person, then let's go ahead and move on to the tarot portion. Beautiful energy, just absolutely beautiful. Let me know what is going on here, pile 3. I would love to hear all about your connection. Like, this energy is gorgeous. We're going to use the Mythos Tarot. So the first card is going to be how they talk about you. The second one is going to be what they tell their friends. The third one is going to be what they tell their family. Fourth is going to be if you're going to hear about this, though I'm already feeling a yes. And the fifth one is any action they will take as a result of the things that they say. For my beautiful, lovely pile 3. Yeah, this is beautiful energy. Like, thank you so much for letting me read for you, pile 3. I needed this at the end of a long day. We have Temperance. The way they talk about you. Oh, this is interesting because we had Apollo in the oracles, and this is Artemis, his sister. So, there's a sister figure that is important here. If they have a deceased sister, they might talk to her. Or maybe they just have a sister who's like a really good friend and they like to, share details about you to this person. But regardless, Temperance lets me know that this person, they have their moments where they really, really love to talk about you. And then there are moments when they go silent because they just can't, I'm hearing they can't express in words how they feel about you. Again, there's something about silence in this connection, but it's a good silence. It's not a bad silence. This is also Sagittarius energy, so maybe your person is a Sagittarius, or you could be. Let's go ahead and get the card for how they talk to their friends about you. Knight of Swords. Oh, okay, so their friends, they hear all about you. Their friends know that they absolutely love you, especially with Aries here. Aries in general, the astrological sign, is very forward, very honest about the things that they love. So I feel like their friends, they hear all about you. They know, like, they just know. They and I feel like they defend you a lot as well, especially if there's any if there's ever been any argument about something you do or don't do. Let's see how they talk to their family about you. And this one was the one I was most interested in. 5 of Swords, Eris, which is interesting. Their family doesn't understand this. They really don't. And it's almost like they've tried to convince your family that you're amazing and that you're everything to them, but they just don't want to hear it. They just want to find fault with you. I'm wondering if their family disapproves of you for very dumb reasons. If they disapprove of you, it's not because there's anything wrong with you, pile 3. I feel like 1, they don't understand it. 2, if you have different backgrounds, that could also be it. But the thing is, there's no love in the way they see you. And it's nothing to do with you. Your energy is gorgeous. You yourself are a wonderful person. But your person's family, unfortunately, they don't see the light in you. So I feel like they always end up having to defend something here about you. Let's go ahead and get a card for if you will hear about this. I feel like most of you do. Page of Wands. So the way your person tells you about this is you know how when you talk to a child and you try to simplify things or make it so that, it's easy for them to understand and easy for them to hear. I feel like that's how they say it. Again, because either there's a language barrier here or because they don't want you to worry about this. They don't want you to worry about how their friends and family kind of just don't understand it. Or how they don't see something here. Like, I don't know why they have to defend you so much because this energy is so beautiful. Like, I'm not even... Like, I understand it. I can't put it into words either, pile 3, but I understand it. And then any actions your person will take as a result. I feel like this sister figure is like the only one who understands them, by the way. I think that's why she came through. And maybe you're also friends with her or you like get along with her. She could be the only one who also speaks like the common language, the language that you both have in common here. Maybe that's why she's coming through. Let's get your last card. Any actions they will take. 4 of Swords, Hypnos. I'm reading this 2 ways. They could either just decide to not speak to their family Like they might decide to give it a break and then maybe come back and try to convince them of like your greatness again. Or I don't want to say it's a break from you, though maybe that is the case if you spend some time apart, but I don't see them letting go of you. Four of Swords is meditation. They could just seek advice. Oh yeah, they're seeking advice, or they're meditating on this, like how to better approach this connection with their earthly family, because their ancestral family loves you, but their actual family doesn't. I think this person doesn't have a great relationship with their family. Honestly, I keep hearing that their family is trash, and that's no disrespect to their family. That's just what's coming through. It's like, yeah, they can't see it because they themselves have problems, which is very interesting. Back of the deck, 7 of Coins. This connection does take work, but I feel like you both enjoy it because you love each other so much. You're willing to put in the effort. And yeah, pile 3, this connection, it really is something beautiful. Let me go ahead and get more. Let me clarify these energies. You also have a friend in common, I'm seeing. A male friend or masculine, a friend in masculine energy. I feel like your group of people that you both hang out with is rather small. Again, for odd reasons. I feel like this is a connection that your families, or maybe just their family, doesn't really agree with. So let's clarify the Temperance card. Let's clarify what they say of you. You inspire them. They love to talk about you. They love everything about you. They even love the way they communicate with you. And I think the people that truly love this person love it when they talk about you, because it's like one of the few things that that really lights them up. It's gorgeous energy, beautiful energy. Let's go ahead and clarify what they tell their friends. What will they not shut up about? Oh, okay. So for certain friends, the ones that like if you know, what's the word, girl talk, guy talk, whatever, they might tell them just how amazing you are physically, because there's something here. If not that, because I feel like they're respectful enough not to talk about that, though there might be 1 or 2 friends that they do with. It could be that you just you inspire your person so much. You inspire them. You light up their life, quite literally. Let's see what they... Oh, I do not like tapping into their family's energy. Like, for these people, nothing is enough. Like, nothing is ever good enough for them. So don't worry about what they've got to say. But what else do they tell their family? Death. So quite literally, there could have been a death in the family, and maybe that's impacting the way they operate, and maybe that's why they can't really see. I'm wondering if for some of you, the first time you met their family was when somebody passed away. And maybe that was like the wrong time to do that, and that's why they associate you with like negative things. That's not going to be for everybody, of course. But for some of you, this person tells their family that you're really helping them turn their life around, because the Death card is also transformation. It's rebirth. I feel like you gave this person a new lease on life, or you may inspire them to be different, to change their ways, to transform in all aspects. Honestly, some family members don't like that. Some family members feel betrayed by that because they wanted to keep your person in a smaller space. They wanted to keep them like, I don't know, just they wanted to keep their vibration low. So the lower vibrational people in their family want to keep them there. And this person, when they met you, they couldn't stay there because you inspire them to be so much better than this. Let's see. Will you hear of any of this? And I think the only person who really does want to see your person grow is the sister figure or sister-like figure. If it's not an actual sister, it could be a friend that is like a sister, like one somebody you don't have to worry about. All right, to clarify the Page of Wands, the Hierophant. They learn a lot. Okay, so I think when this all finally spills, you're going, like when you find out exactly how their family thinks of you, it's going to, it's a karmic lesson within this connection that you're going to learn how to handle people that are not great. Because honestly, I feel like you're a safe haven for your person when their own family can't be sometimes. Yeah. And it's going to make you want to step up into like a very protective mode. I think that's why they don't want you to find out just yet, because they want to preserve the innocence and the playfulness within you. They don't want this to get too serious. They don't want to bog you down with their problems, essentially, and any other actions they will take other than meditating on this, of course, like contemplating how to handle this. Like I said, they're willing to work for you. They feel this is worth it. Yeah, they feel this connection is worth, honestly, the weight of their family is the heaviest. Back of the deck, Four of Globes. Yeah, they're going to hold on to you. But they tell beautiful things to their family and friends. Their friends accept it, of course. Their friends are happy for them. Their family isn't. But that's just them. And I think if you know that if their family's toxic, then their family's toxic. That's just them. And that's got nothing to do with you, Pile 3. You are a beautiful person. Your energy is so lovely, and you do such great things for your person. Your person absolutely adores you. And anybody who truly loves and cares about your person will see this, and they will understand it. Their own ancestors are coming through, I think, to help out with this, because I think they're trying to help me out with the actual family. To let you know these particular discussions, like the energy here is just so sacred. And your connection is very protected, by the way. It's very protected and divinely guided, and you're both being taken care of on the spiritual side. Beautiful energy, truly is. This does let me know, because we have two aces, that this could be a very new connection. Because we have Death and Hierophant, it's again, you're learning karmic lessons. There's a transformation, a rebirth. I think for the both of you, but mostly for your person. What's underneath the Seven of Coins? Judgment. Yeah, there's going to be a difficult decision here. I think it has to do with their family. I think it really has to do with that. Because we did have the choice in the oracles. The choice could also be, again, the next step in this connection, and that could have a big impact on their future, again, with their family. What's underneath the Four of Globes? Five of Swords again, but it's reversed. I think their family will eventually come around to at least tolerating this, or, their family has issues. Don't worry about their family. Their family has issues. It's not you, Pile 3. And all you can do is send them love and light, all you can do is send them the hope that one day they will just be better people or think better things. It's not you, it's them. And I think anybody who meets this family would probably also say that. But let's go ahead and move on to your closing advice, your closing messages from your person. Yeah, I want to thank your ancestors and your person's ancestors for helping me guide this, because it's happened before where I tap into energies and I'll get like certain reactions, like it's not great, but I could feel them helping me out with this. So I want to thank you, ancestors of my Pile 3 and Pile 3's person. Let's go ahead and get channeled messages from your person, from their higher self, or the things that they wish they could say. But like we said earlier in the oracle, they're going to reach out to you soon. I feel like they really do tell you everything, or as much as they can. This union is sacred. Let's go ahead and get... I think you deserve better than me, and that makes me act crazy. They think you deserve better than the treatment you're currently getting. And the acting crazy, they act crazy towards their family. Like, they just don't understand it, why they have to keep defending you. When they feel there's nothing to defend. Like, to them, you're perfect. I have so much passion in my heart for you, it scares me. Yeah, lots of passion. Both of the intimate kind and the love kind. You're so familiar to me, as if we've known each other for a long time. Yeah, there's a sense of familiarity between you and your person. Definitely soulmate union here. All these thoughts are just so well thought out. I don't know. I never thought I would feel a love as strong as this. Yeah, the love here is very strong, Pile 3. I'm very happy for you and your person. I'm scared of falling in love. I think they're already there. They might be scared, and I guess they're still living in terror because they're absolutely in love. And one more card. Another way to take this is that they were scared of falling in love because they understand how their family can be, and they knew that regardless of who they ended up with, that this is how it was going to be. You could be the most perfect person and this family would never see it. I think they themselves had to heal a lot from their family, as had that one sibling that came through in the tarot. And I think like they're the only ones that really talk to each other on like regular normal terms. I think part of the reason they were scared of falling in love is because they didn't want to have to deal with the backlash. Maybe they've seen, you know, how their family behaved towards other, in-laws, and they didn't want to have to deal with that. But then they fell in love with you, and now they have to deal with it. One more card. Spring. So spring is going to be an important season. Maybe somebody here was born in spring. Back of the deck. I'm not coming back. I've already moved on. This is them when they finally decide to cut off their family. I feel like a lot of them will, for the majority of you, your person will have to do this because they're realizing that you can't help people if they don't want to help themselves. And I feel like that's the energy their family is currently in. Let's go ahead and get you some animal cards. But this person absolutely loves you. Like, it went without saying how much love there is in this connection. All right, so some animal, forest friend. That's a lot. All right, let's try to get one. Okay, this one came through, and it's a seal? Seal or selkie? Mystical transformation. Get in tune with the rhythms of the ocean and ride the waves of metamorphosis. Yeah, there's transformation here. A transformation within your person, and some people don't like it. Well, whatever. It's mostly their family that doesn't like it. They might lose some friends as well, I'm not going to lie. I feel like they fall in and out of friendships sometimes. Mostly because this person seems very social. So it's easy for them to lose friends because they have so many. We also have this one. Oh, it's a lady breastfeeding. Watching the ducks. Oh, she's breastfeeding. Maybe are both of you having a child together, or do you already have a child? That could be important here. Watching the ducks, nurturing, helping things grow is so rewarding. Whether it's a garden, an idea, or a tiny child, what can you nurture? Yeah, there's a lot of nurturing energy within this connection. You both nurture each other. If you already have children together, this could be part of the reason why their family disapproves of you. Maybe you had a child out of wedlock or something, and this family is like super traditional. And maybe that's why they just, like I said, they don't like you. Which also begs the question, why would they not like having grandchildren? But okay, I know you heard that. That was a firework. Very interesting. If you heard that, pile 3, I guess take that as confirmation. I haven't heard fireworks here in a long time. We have this deer. Friendly deer, friendship. True friends are one of life's greatest gifts. Keep them close. I feel like for some of you, your family you will have like a found family, like a group of friends that are like family. Again, I apologize for the noise in the background. I don't know why they're shooting off fireworks. It's nowhere near the 4th of July. And then we have this froggy. Sage frog, balance. Your life needs balance. Sometimes you've caught enough flies and it's time to kick back. And I feel like that's for you, pile 3. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you and your person. Thank you so much for your ancestors and guides that came through to help me with this reading and to protect us from certain negative energies. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 4. If you chose the lapis lazuli, then we have a reading here for you about what your person tells their friends and family about you. So this is very interesting. I was getting 2 things. One, we're dealing with both truth and intuition because we have lapis lazuli. I don't always draw attention to the stone that I'm using. Sometimes I just put them there for, color difference or to have something to choose, because I know people sometimes go by color or maybe their favorite stone. But something about the truth and their intuition is coming through. I'm not sure if your person is intuitive. I am getting that hint slightly strongly. Maybe they don't realize they're intuitive. I don't know. But the second thing is the song I'm channeling for you. It's a weird one because I haven't heard it in a long time. It's by an Argentinian pop band and it's in Spanish. So I'm going to translate the lyrics that are coming through. But the song is Chicas by Miranda. And the lyrics coming through is, I want to know if you're charmed by my looks, my money, or my personality. Like this person, I think they're just really, really into girls. Whoever this person is, it doesn't matter their orientation or even their gender here. This person really likes to have a good time and they really like girls. So, and I feel like anyone could apply to this, whether it's a straight man, a gay man, or a I guess everything but a straight woman, but even then, like whoever this is, they like the girlies. But anyway, let's go ahead and go into the oracles. The oracles will give us an indication of who this person is, and if it sounds like your person, we can go ahead with the tarot. So starting with the card you chose, let's travel to unknown lands together. It's funny because I did mention Argentina, so maybe that's somewhere you guys would like to go. We have Heat Wave 15. There is something ominous being illuminated by the flames that await. The way I'm being told to take this is that there's something about getting hot and heavy here with the heat wave. Maybe you literally feel like a heat from them whenever, you know, you guys are doing something. I do feel that you and this person have been intimate together or want to be. Oh, okay, here we go. This is the funniest card in this deck. Temptation. This is Libra 13, and you're quite literally seeing a man trying to choose between like I guess this woman that's pregnant, maybe his wife, and this she looks like a prostitute. No judgments here, but there might be a third party situation. Like I said, this person likes women. They like girls. And by girls I mean older women. I do mean over 18 here. We also have 42 aligned. Very interesting. Because I did say something about their third eye opening. And when I see this card, it's like somebody who is aligning to something connected with their spirit and their source. Last time I had this card in a reading, I had to tell somebody that they had the potential to really be very intuitive or to tap into that intuition. I don't think they're there yet, but it's like if you wanted to take this as a non-third party situation, and for some of you it might be, for some of you it isn't. I feel like whatever this is, it's very casual. So there's several things going on here. But first and foremost, they're having to choose. There's like a life path diverging for them, and they're choosing between having to settle down or continuing their party playboy playgirl lifestyle here. There's something here where they have to choose between, do they want to continue being unhappy or do they want to at least try to be happy? The heat wave also, because she looks exhausted there, this person could just be tired of their own BS. Because, oh, I didn't even realize how these cards fell. I don't look at these cards when I shuffle them, but sometimes when I place them down and I look down at them, it's like, oh, that makes sense. If we were to take this side as a tempting side, the party side, the one with this promiscuous looking lady, not to judge, but like, you know, one looks like a safer bet than the other. We have the heat wave, they're exhausted. And over here we have the calmer, pregnant, nicer looking lady with aligned. It's almost like they're trying to choose between two lifestyles here. With travel, I do feel like they like to travel. Maybe they do this already, or they could just want to travel with you. I do feel that they want to take you places. I don't know which one they see you as. Maybe they themselves don't know which one they see you as either a good time or someone they could settle with. Maybe both. I don't know what the nature of this connection is, but I do feel it's not committed. Like if you're in a committed relationship, this is not it, because you're not being put in a third party situation here if you're committed. I feel like this person, like I said, they like to party, they like to play around. They probably have a roster, or at the very least they keep everything casual. They are not, at least they weren't looking for a relationship. And this is again because their third eye, their intuition is awakening. I don't know what caused this or what happened. I guess we'll get into the tarot for that. Maybe that'll come through. I'm going to go ahead and get your gods and goddess cards. I'm intending you to be the goddess card here, pile 4, but if you want to switch it around, you can. I just put my readers in feminine energy because you need to receive guidance, and that's usually how it is, but you can switch it. So choose whatever you see here. And then the other card is meant to represent them, the God card, the ones, you know, having the thoughts and saying the things. We have Valkyries, redemption. Oh my gosh. I feel like they messed up. They messed up and they want to apologize. They want to redeem themselves to you. Yeah, I feel like maybe they decided to go with somebody else and they messed up and they were like, no, that was wrong. Pile 4 was really good to me and I should have stayed with pile 4. Again, non-committal energy here. You are not committed to this person. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get, and I don't think they're committed to anyone either. They're not committed to anyone either. Even if they say they are, that's not really true. What are you dealing with, pile 4? Why are you here at a reading for this person? I hope they're a better person than I'm making them out to be. I'm just being very brutally honest with what I am hearing and the energy I am reading. So a card for them. Where are they? Ooh, focus. Oh, okay, I like this. And also 2 Norse mythological beings, Ul being the god of the hunt. I'll look into the book because I actually forgot about what he was, but Valkyries are the what are they? The Valkyries. They collect the dead and take them off to Valhalla. Yeah, so they take the dead and carry them off to Valhalla. If you want to see death as a transformation, they kind of see you as a vessel to take them to a better place within this transformation that they themselves are going through. So they definitely see a better future with you. Or they see something different with you, if not a better future. Because I don't want to necessarily say that it's better or worse. I do want to think that it's a different thing. Let me go ahead and read from the book for Ul, because I'm being told I'm not getting everything. But they are both characters in Norse mythology, and anytime I get 2 cards from the same pantheons within these 2 different decks, it lets me know that it was a fated connection. Which I know if you're reading this and you think, how is this person fated, when it's clearly energy that is like questionable, we'll find that out, pile 4. Sometimes the universe has a sense of humor. I won't lie. There have been times when I'm just sitting there and I get signs and they're hilarious. But let's see the book. Clear-mindedness and focused intent are necessary for success right now. You need stamina for long-term projects. This is a message for your person. I don't know if you can tell them this or not, but they need to focus. Maybe they are focused, and that's part of the reason that they may not be spending time on you right now. But they do want to spend time with you. With Let's Travel to Unknown Lands together. It could just be a vacation. They could just do weekend getaways. Maybe that's something that you both already did, or maybe that's how you met. Ul is a very old deity associated with Germanic and Scandinavian peoples. God of marksmen. Being a very great marksman could mean the difference between eating and an empty belly, or between killing and dying. So Ul is an important god to have on your side. Yeah, so god of the hunt, essentially. God of hunters. Maybe they are literally a hunter, or they're just always on the hunt for, for something here. But definitely somebody who needs to focus, somebody who's always looking. I'm hearing looking for a good time or looking for something. I feel like they think they're looking for a good time and they're actually looking for a sense of purpose. I read this in somebody else earlier, a completely different person. It was somebody close to me, so I know it's not this person. And if it is, hello, pile 4. I think we need to talk. But this person really does focus on something. Let's put it this way. With aligned and focus, they want something, but they don't know how to get there, because here we have Heat Wave and the Valkyries. Like, even the imagery is similar. We have like the light coming down and like this forsaken looking person down here. And even like the crops, like they want some fruition here. Something to bear fruit is what I mean. But it's not happening. This person is at a standstill. They're at a crossroads. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. I think you came into their life to help them out with this. Maybe it started off as friends and became something else. Maybe, not my pile 4 is trying to teach people about spirituality and ending up being in a situationship with them. I mean, been there, so I understand. But let's go ahead and move on to the tarot. If this sounds like your person, for better or worse, let's go ahead and read the tarot for them. What are they telling their friends and family? I do feel that you have a soft spot for this person regardless. I do feel there is at the very least a friendship here. And there's nothing wrong with befriending somebody like this, but I do want you to be careful. So I guess this is why you're here, right, pile 4? The first card is going to be how they speak of you. The second one is going to be what they tell their friends. The third one is going to be what they tell their family. Fourth one is going to be, will you hear about this? And I'm hearing how some of you will feel about this when you do hear about it. I think it will get back to you. And then the fifth one is going to be any actions that are going to be taken as a result of this. And it's odd. I haven't really heard that in any other pile, that they will hear back of this or that they will hear it in that way. But you're the first one that the only one that has. Like I said, there's something about truth and intuition here. This person could really come clean, especially with that redemption card with the Valkyries. I mean, after all, I think they want to make it up to you. They've messed up and they want to make it up to you. So how do they talk about my pile 4s? Ooh, 3 of Swords. You broke their heart. Not you playing the player of pile 4. You broke their heart. They are heartbroken over you. And people notice this. People know this. They don't have to say it. It's on their face. We also have Eros here, God of Love. That's Cupid. Very interesting. Oh, not the Eros and Psyche myth coming through. Because they did have to separate it. In that story, it was Psyche who messed up. And she had to go through all the trials to prove to Aphrodite that she's worthy of her son. Oh my gosh. But I feel like it would be your person going through the trials. Maybe it is you, pile 4, but I highly doubt it. Unless you're both the same way here. If the things I was describing in the oracles also sound like you, I'm not judging here, but there might be mirroring within this connection where you are both in this lifestyle. What are they telling their friends about you? Page of Cups. Oh my gosh. So they're the closest friends, the ones that they trust. They're telling them how much they like you, how much they love you, or how they messed up. They fumbled a baddie. That's what I'm hearing. They fumbled this. This feels like a very young connection too, because I'm using terminology I typically don't use, and the song that I was quoting earlier was from when I was in my 20s as well. Yeah, it's from 2010. Okay, let's go ahead and get what they tell their family. Ace of Swords, Chaos. So, I think they have an argumentative family. So they either haven't approached this, they haven't really told them, or their family is quite literally chaotic. But the Ace of Swords is a new idea. They're wondering if they should come to their family for advice for this, because they're really like grasping at straws here. They don't know what to do, both about their life and about you. Let's see how you would react if you heard this, or I feel like you will. Defensively, you're done pouring into them. And I figured pile 4. I think some of you are done with this person, but at the same time, you want to take care of them, because the 7 of Wands, when I think of this bunny, it's like you want to protect them, but honestly, you need to protect yourself. With the Temperance reversed, Temperance upright would be a balance, like a balance of focusing on the thing. Again, the focus is coming here, focusing on the things that need to focus. Reversed, you're not focusing on them anymore. I think you've poured enough into them, or you tried, and something just didn't pan out here. It's like you tried to take care of them like this bunny, and they didn't respond in the way that you wanted. And by that I mean, like, you were hoping they would tame certain aspects of themselves, and they didn't. So you were like, okay, this is where I just need to step away, because I can't help you if you don't want to help yourself. It's that kind of energy, and that's what I figured, because you really can't help anyone who can't help themselves, and this person has to figure it out on their own. And I really think you tried. I think they came to you and you tried, or maybe you offered and they were like, okay, but like the results are not there. Let's go ahead and get any actions that are going to be made because of this. Five of Wands. So I do see conflict here. They might start an argument. I feel like, though, the only argument they should really have is with themselves. We're going to clarify. Well, no, I need another one from this deck. Who are they trying to start an argument with here? I'm hearing themselves. They're fighting themselves. Zealous is also jealousy. So I feel like if you move on, and maybe you have, or maybe you already have somebody, they're going to get very jealous. Let's clarify. Who are they? What's this animosity towards? I keep hearing you are everything that I wanted. You were meant to be, supposed to be, but we lost it. That's Avril Lavigne, isn't it? All I thought all this time. Yeah, they think you let them on or something. They're gonna take it personally, essentially, because you were everything that they wanted. I don't think they're gonna take it out on you, but there is gonna be like an animosity towards you. Back of the deck, Justice. Yeah, you'll be protected though. You'll be fine. If you didn't mess up here, you'll be fine. But I do see there being arguments. I do see there being like, just, yeah, you just need to let, there's going to be silence. And I think you will approach this eventually, and I feel like they will forgive. Maybe you've already had the argument, and that's why they're trying to come forward with forgiveness. Because I feel like this action was already taken. Because when I see the Nine of Cups after this, it's like they got really angry, and then as soon as like the anger passed, they were like, no, actually, I messed this up. I really messed this up. Because pile 4 tried really hard for me, and I didn't live up to what they wanted, or I didn't take their advice, or I didn't do better for them. Yeah, I'm getting the energy I'm tapping into really makes me want to, it makes me sad. Okay, let's clarify these pile 4. But I do see somebody who's very conflicted, pile 4. Your person is very conflicted. So let's clarify how they speak of you. Seeker of Daggers. They don't tell this to everyone. They don't even know how to verbalize some of the things that are going on here. But they feel very heartbroken by you. Very heartbroken. I do see them initiating contact every now and then. Maybe trying to smooth things over. Let's see what they tell their friends. I do like this picture though, because I feel like they would see you this way. Like in a field full of flowers, surrounded by butterflies. Butterflies meaning transformation, that you definitely changed them. I think even their closest friends would acknowledge this, that you really changed them, at least in some part, for the better. Even if things didn't work out. Let's go ahead and clarify. What do they tell their friends? 3 of Wands. I think they... I don't know why I'm laughing, but I think they ask their friends, what should I do? How do I get my pile 4 back? Like I feel like they have friends that have like, this person kind of likes to scheme a little bit, and they're like sitting there with their friends asking like, what should I do? Should I do this? And this person, very strong Libra energy for sure. If this person is that indecisive about the things that are going on, at the very least right now, they are in that energy where they want to believe in the love again, bring back the love, and they just don't know what to do. All right, what do they tell their family? I don't think their family knows, because it's the darkest card in this spread so far. I don't think their family knows, or their family's too chaotic for them to really speak to them about this. All right, we have 5 of Wands. Yeah, their family's too chaotic, Ruler of Daggers. But there is somebody really, really wise within their family that they would probably seek consult from. It could either be an older person or a male figure. So I'm hearing a brother. Not a father. Definitely not their father. I was asking father. It's like, nope. So, yeah, I feel like it would be a brother or a grandmother, or maybe a grandfather as well. But I don't think they have, because 5 of Wands, there's too much conflict to like ask them. They might have a lot of stuff going on in their family, and it wouldn't make sense for them to like speak to them about it. Let's go ahead and clarify. Let's clarify you here, pile 4. Though I feel like I already... Well, no, let me not make assumptions. Because look how Artemis is looking back. Like, in disgust, but also waiting to see if things will change. Yeah, I think you've cried enough over this person. The 9 of Swords is anxiety. You've had more than enough of your fair share of, like, worrying over this person. I feel like you still do sometimes, because you know how they are. And maybe you need to decord. We do have all these swords here. You might have to decord some of the energies between you and this person. And depending on how long this connection was or how intense it was, it may take more than a few times. I always tell this to people. Decording can be like, depending on the person, anywhere from days to weeks to months to decode from the person, and in some cases years if you've been with them for years. But you can shorten it, you can lengthen it. It depends on you and what comes up. But you do need to step away from this because it doesn't deserve your mental space. Like they don't need to be living rent-free in your mind right now. Let's also clarify any actions they will be taking. I do see them wanting to come back. I do see wanting them to come through because, like I said, they're scheming, they're planning, they don't know how to put things into words. I'm interested to see exactly how this connection started other than you guys were partying, because they do adore you. Only their friends know this, though. Let's clarify their actions. Yeah, they're going to keep working on it. 7 of Globes is hard work. Back of the deck, 4 of Cups. They're going to think about this for a long time. They'll be upset about it for a while because they don't, like, this person just really messed up. I feel like the argument, I'm being told to talk about the art. Well, I want to know what went on, like how exactly okay, Queen of Pentacles, something about stability here. I think you're the one who wanted them to, if not settle down, then to at least calm their ways. Maybe you wanted commitment, and that was fair considering that you both really seemed happy with each other, or that there was, like I said, they really like you. And I think you were more than happy to give them a chance, and you wanted commitment. And what happened? Yeah. Four of Swords reversed. What would that be? They didn't. So usually this would mean that they gave that up, or they would put that to a hold, put it on hold, and it's reversed. So it's like they said they would and they didn't. The Magician. Yeah, I'm seeing manipulative tendencies from them. Like maybe they try to hide this from you, but then they changed their mind and they lied, and they messed up. They didn't realize what they had, and like the thing they always wanted got taken away from them. I don't feel sorry for them, and neither should you, pile 4, because you asked something simple. And why did they agree to this if they couldn't deliver it to you? You asked for fidelity, they couldn't give it to you. You asked for loyalty, and I think you were more than willing to give it to them, but they couldn't give it to you. They might have a bad habit, and maybe that's what made them do it, depending on what that is. But I do see there being a lot of, like, regret. Because 5 of Wands is an argument. They honestly should focus all that anger on themselves, and maybe it is, but I think every now and then they call you up and they just get, annoyed or angry at you, and you're just like, okay, bye. You may have to block this person. I feel like most of you already have. But they tell their friends that they miss you and they want you back. They don't tell their family anything. Honestly, I think all that toxic behavior comes from this family. Because, I mean, if they can't get their stuff sorted out, how can this person ever? I'm not saying that you should feel bad, but it's like, it makes sense. Maybe you didn't want that. If you were to, like, have anything more committed with that person, you would have to deal with their family, and that would have been ugly. I do see them coming forward, though. I do see them trying a few more times before they finally give up, or before you finally block them. And it's not that they're not, well, maybe they're not getting the clue, maybe they're not getting the hint. But there was a genuine love here for you. Maybe their first love. We do have the Page of Cups. Maybe you were their first love and that's why they act this way. Or maybe you were friends, but yeah, they're very heartbroken. But I wish they would understand they broke their own heart. Let's go ahead and move on to some closing advice. Yeah. I do hope the best for your person, because they really do seem conflicted. But I don't see, like, and here's the thing about people like this, they don't seem to understand. They bring their own conflict to themselves by refusing to be clear or refusing to be honest, even if it's with themselves. All right, so let's go ahead and get these are going to be channeled messages from your person if you're still with me. I wouldn't blame you if you clicked off, because I wouldn't want to hear more about this person either. So for my pile 4, I'm going to reach out to you soon. Yeah, they're trying. They're trying. I don't feel like we're intimate enough. Yeah, you definitely put space between the both of you. And I mean, obviously, right? Why would you want to stay close to that? And I don't think you even took it that personally. I think you knew what you were dealing with when you got into this pile 4. Like, you both have a similar lifestyle, or at the very least, you understood their lifestyle. And if it began casual and maybe they expressed emotion, or maybe they're the ones who wanted to take it to the next level and you were like, okay, but you have to be committed, and they didn't. I have so much passion in my heart for you, it scares me. Yeah, they love you. Well, I don't know about love, but it's as close to love as they've gotten to in a while, and that's definitely what they feel for you. I've been asking around about you. Yeah. If you have friends in common, they've been asking about you. Or if you guys frequent the same places, they've been asking. Or I do feel that you met this person at a party or through friends. Your silence is the loudest sound of all. Yeah, I think you blocked them. And that's the thing about you, pile 4. When people like you block people or stop talking to people, it's kind of like a whole part of their world dies because you brought a lot to them. You brought a lot to them. They don't like it. Back of the deck. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. These could be their signs. Which makes a lot of sense because fire signs, I love fire signs. I really do love you guys, but you guys can be a bit dramatic. The downside of fire signs is that they can be dramatic. So I think they're taking this heartbreak rather dramatically as well. What's underneath that? I'm working on myself so I can be the person that you deserve. Yeah, they're working on themselves. Look, when they get their stuff together, they're going to come through again. They're going to try again. Whether you will accept them then or not, I'm not sure. I don't think you will. I think you're kind of done with it. Or at the very least for now, you're done with it. Let's go ahead and get your forest animals. Sorry, your forest friends cards. Because here's the thing, if they feel this way, why did they mess up? I also want to know what the mess up is. Like, I keep assuming it's a third party situation or they just went and did their thing. But like, I don't know. For some of you, it may not have been flat out cheating. Maybe they have a thing for like partying and going out with the guys or the girls or whatever, and they decided to dance with somebody else and that was it. Or maybe they kissed somebody else. Like, it wasn't full on cheating. I think it was something small. Because if it was full-on cheating, they wouldn't care. You know, they would just go back to the option 2 or something. I don't know. There's something that doesn't make sense here, pile 4, and I get it. Okay, let's get this. These cards. We have Barn Owl, Clarity. Trust yourself to navigate the darkness and see what others cannot. Yeah, this is you, pile 4. You will be granted clarity on the situation. Oh, we also have this deer. Sleeping Fawn, self-care, nurture yourself. It's okay to take some time out. Yeah, we keep getting the 4 of Swords, so you definitely need a break from this person, and that's what I'm getting with this card. The myth of the deer woman is coming through as well. She is a mythological, folkloric being in Native American stories, and she protects. Well, at least for women and children, she's protective over them. But when it comes to men, she would disguise herself as a very beautiful woman that would be hitchhiking or like, you know, just anywhere. And she would go with them. And if he mistreated her, she would essentially end their life there. So that's the kind of thing that is coming through. You're very protected from this person. You're very protected from energies like this person. I feel like you're just protected, divinely protected. So yeah, to me, deers are important because of that myth. Oh, we also had the hunter, didn't we? And what are things that are hunted? Deer. So you're protected from this person's energy. Or this could be, again, a precaution to take protection from this person in every way, shape, and form that you need. We also have this one. Dancing with hair is energy. When you flow with energy, you inspire others to dance too. I did say something about dancing, didn't I? But I feel like you need to continue dancing as well, pile 4. Keep yourself happy. Keep that energy flowing. Don't stay in a rut. I don't think it's worth being that upset over this person. And this one. Doves, commune with nature. We are all connected. Find a quiet place to simply be one with Gaia. So yeah, be grounded. Get back to your... back to basics. Healthy food, healthy sleep, healthy mind. Get exercise, sunshine, fresh air, something here about just going back to the basics. I think you need to cleanse yourself of this person, and that includes having to go back to basics, because I think this person took you to a dark place. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful pile 4. I'm sending you so much love, sending you so much protection, and so much good things, good positive things. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.